After about 30 hours of grinding a character in Roguery, I was super excited to get the Merry Men perk at the end of the line. However, it, like a number of perks, are completely broken. I have confirmed this is in fact the case. Merry Men does not work. Not to mention that guy said it took 30 hours to grind up Roguery 275. I think it would take 30 days of non-stop playing. Maybe if this character had more cunning it would be easier, but yeah, without mods, have fun grinding anything up to 275. We got this guy in the comments, 700 in-game days, and he's got 175 two-hander, 136 riding, and 180 bow. Which, by the way, in the newest beta patch, they're aiming to fix that, but I don't feel like they're gonna adjust the numbers properly just because these numbers were just so bad, and it's so obvious how bad they were on, well, I played the game for 80 hours now, but I feel like they didn't have any playtesting or something before they released early access, or I don't really know. Regardless though, I installed a bunch of mods to kind of rebalance the game and make it more fun in my opinion, especially for a melee character. And since I'm changing the game around so much, I don't feel like I should continue on this character. I know you guys did see a lot of the early game, but I was testing out yesterday, and in one single sitting, I was able to pretty much get back to where we are right now. So the first mod I want to talk about is Just Let Me Play. Gives us this option for free play, which makes it so we don't have to run around and talk to the 10 lords, which is the dumbest quest in my opinion. It's so stupid. I don't know why the music was so loud there, but my opinion as someone who doesn't know anything about game development, I just know what it's like to play games, but in my opinion, lore is cool if it just comes naturally with playing the game. The kind of lore that's not cool is run around and talk to 10 people just to learn more about the lore. Today we're gonna do a little roleplay, and we're gonna roleplay as a hobbit. The Botanians get less speed penalty in forests, and I feel like hobbits would definitely be good in forests. They just seem kind of like woodland foresty creatures, like little bunny rabbit people. I spent, I want to say, a good 10 minutes making Samwise Gamgee. What do you guys think? As for our character, we're going to be doing only melee. We'll be using a one-hander with a shield, and we'll be using a two-hander, and we'll be using a polearm, all for different situations, so we're going to be speccing into those. And this first option, Born in a Family of Smiths, also gives us a bonus to smithing. We're also going to be doing smithing. I do have a mod that's going to improve smithing, which I will get more into later. As for difficulty, as always, we're going to be playing on realistic, which is normally really hard for melee, but again, I do have a few mods that's going to improve our odds at surviving and actually getting a lot of stuff done as a melee character. So with this mod, we actually start in the Botanian territory, unlike the vanilla base game where we started stupid Poros with every single culture, which is perfect because Botania actually has a polearm that we need to buy really early on, and these guys actually don't have it, which is alright. We can't afford it anyways, but they do have this Falx, which is actually pretty decent as a two-hander. So we'll pick this thing up for now, as well as we do need to find a better horse. Now, unfortunately, the desert horses here are really expensive because they're not native to Botania, and so we're gonna look around for a place to buy a desert horse. And we got ambushed by 7 looters, which I was not trying to fight looters this early on. I wanted to get a faster horse first, but maybe we'll be able to take these guys. We do have this decent two-hander. Ooh, this thing looks sick. It's curved, which is actually just like the polearm that we're gonna buy. And ooh, 52 damage. That's not good. We don't have much more reach than them, and like they do have a dude that's using a polearm. Yeah, this thing has no reach. And oh, we killed a looter. And okay, so you guys may have noticed my HP did heal up off of that. And every time we get a kill, our HP is going to heal up by 30%, which is going to rebalance melee, I think, a bit. You guys are going to be like, oh, dude, it's not vanilla, blah, blah, blah. But in reality, if you're playing as a ranged character, you can just sit way far back and just snipe at these guys and they can do nothing to you. And you're basically invincible. You're never going to take damage, whatever. So I feel like the ability to heal after each kill is going to do something to rebalance melee. Is it the right? And there we go, another kill, and we're back up to full HP. And another one. We got a level up too, by the way, and we're getting tons of skill ups. We are leveling at 100 times rate, which actually we're not even getting that much. If you think about it, for leveling at 100 times the base game rate, I think we're getting like 1 point every time we hit somebody. And that guy's got a polearm. I don't want to get near that guy. He's going to kill our horse. I don't know who I go for right now. Go for that guy. 97 damage only. It didn't kill him. Wow. Watch out for the polearm guy. Or never mind, actually, I'll just get into melee with these guys. And, okay, he's running. Let's see, we're at 31 two-handers. If we hit this guy, we didn't even get a skill up from hitting that guy. We did get a skill up in riding though. And yeah, like this is how I think the base rate should be. And it's crazy that 100 times what the devs have decided is what I think is the appropriate rate. It gets harder as you level up too. So it makes sense that the guy in my comment section has played for 700 days and he's only got 170 in his like two-handed proficiencies or whatever he said. Also, I did install install a mod that is going to increase our renown gain by 5 times. So we're going to get back up to that 350 renown or whatever for the clan tier 3 really fast. I did a test run yesterday and it only took me like 6 hours. And the main thing is we survived that. I was not paying attention. And we need to find a better horse. That's like our first main priority. Hopefully over here at Lagata they have a better horse. At Lagata, yeah, desert horses are really expensive. No thanks on that. They do have hardwood here for 19 a pop. That's not the best price, but we'll buy a little bit of that. I guess 4 of it's all we need. And yeah, let's sell off this stuff too. Actually, they did have a head wrap. We'll use a head wrap. Oh, I like that head wrap actually for like a hobbit. I feel like that's something a hobbit would wear. Wow, Sam's body armor is actually really good. This woodland garments has 24 body armor. And by the way, I have another mod that is going to increase our armor if it's above a certain threshold. And this is going to also help to nerf archery because archers can basically one-shot a lot of people or two-shot. And increasing armor values is going to just help prevent archers from two-shotting people. The mod is called Armor Does Something. And yeah, the base game, it doesn't really do a whole lot. Not against archers piercing damage. So we bought 4 hardwood and I'm not going to be doing a whole lot of smithing. I'm not going to try to abuse smithing. I will only be smithing down gear that we pick up naturally from enemies. But yeah, we'll smelt down 4 hardwood into 2 charcoal. And then we'll smelt down this Norse hatchet that we started out with, as well as this northern short spear that we also started out with. And we got a bit of crude iron and some wrought iron, which I don't think that's the greatest price for these things. But yeah, we're gonna keep heading on over to Rote and we'll see if they have a desert horse that we can buy, or just really any type of horse that's relatively cheap. We made it over to Rote and horses are still pretty expensive here. I mean, the saddle horse is not terrible. I kind of do want a desert horse though, and actually they will buy wrought iron for a really decent profit, 95 here. So yeah, we're gonna sell all that as well as this crude iron, and the hardwood value's at 55. You gotta be joking me. Definitely sell off the hardwood here, and yeah, the clothing as well, which is gonna bring us up to 700. We could buy a mount here, but I really want a desert horse, so we're gonna go back to the Britannian territory. And okay, here we go. Over at Sionon, saddle horses and all horses are super cheap. Britannian ponies are only 66. We're gonna buy as many of these as we can actually. The reason why we want a lot of horses is because I installed another mod, and I'm just gonna leave a mod linked in the description, and I might even make a separate mod video on all the mods and just explaining each one of their features. If you guys think that'd be a good idea, then let me know in the comment section. And if you guys think it's a bad idea, then also let me know in the comment section. I've never really done a video like that, but yeah, we're gonna start recruiting troops from random villages. And essentially with another mod that we're using, as long as we have a horse for each foot soldier in our party, each of these foot soldiers, like this Britannian volunteer, is treated as if he is a horse rider. In the base game, you do get speed bonuses for having this be the case, but they still slow you down significantly. With a mod though, as long as you have a horse for each foot soldier, you're not going to be slowed down on the map, which I think is great. It means that early game I don't have to just prioritize only going for a cavalry army. And ooh, this guy actually has some decent units, a wood runner. But yeah, with that we're broke, although there is 12 looters over here that we can take on, and these guys do want to fight us. It is unfortunately a night battle, and I do apologize for that, but I can turn the contrast up so at least you guys can see it, even if I can't. Although I saw that guy, and there's actually a little bit of moonlight over here. Use our dudes as bait, and crap, they're getting in there. Okay, we're losing all of them. Actually, 2 of them died. Some Britannian volunteers died, but they only cost us 20, so it's not really that big of a deal. The main thing that sucks is now we gotta take all these guys on without any help. Oh, crap. This thing is actually hard to swing, or maybe I just suck. It just doesn't have that much reach. And ooh, there we go, double hit there. And okay, so that was another mod that I installed that you guys just saw. I think I cut through like 4 people there. And there's this dude that made this mod, and it's actually kind of blowing up on the mod workshop. It's getting really popular. It's only been out for I think 2 days, where you can actually cut through multiple units at once. Normally in the base game, I think you can only cut through like 2 units. But with this mod, you can cut through like, I don't know how many actually, but I just cut through 4 at that one swing. And yeah, my horse is getting kind of low. This is getting a bit scary. There's still 5 of them left. I think if my horse dies, this could be a problem. It's all alone. And okay, my horse went down. This is bad. There we go. Come on! Come on, yeah. Come on. Let's go. Okay, so that was not a problem. I do like this two-hander. It's really fast. When I'm on the ground, I feel like I can just out-swing people, maybe. So that's why we're gonna be holding on to a quick two-hander like this thing. And yeah, we got 9.5 renown for that. Super good. And we lost, oh, I thought we lost 9 units. We didn't even have 9 units. We lost 2. The wood runner actually only got knocked out too, so that's good. We captured 3 looters as prisoner, and we'll take those guys, as well as we got a bunch of just pretty crap loot. Some armor reps though. We didn't have any hand protection before, so that's good. After 1 day, 3 looters are gonna join us. this is also with the help of a mod. In the base game, if you have a stack of like 20 prisoners, then only one of them at a time can join you. But with one of my mods, I actually don't know which one. I'm gonna have to go over these later. It allows for multiple prisoners to join, and that was just kind of lucky that we got all 3, I think. And ooh, apparently Marnath is under siege. That was quick. I hope Marnath doesn't get taken really early on. Or actually, I don't know if that is gonna really matter that much. I just need to get the stupid polearm from one of these towns, and then I don't care what happens to these guys. We recruited people from this village and this one. We got, I think, 4 villagers, and now we're up to 8 units. We're gonna attack these 8 looters. I don't think we should have too much trouble here. I'm pretty sure I could solo all these guys. I'm just gonna charge in, start doing work. Or not, actually. They're kind of split up. Hopefully our units don't get killed here. Our looters killed an enemy looter, so that's good. And what are you guys doing over here? Glitched out. And yeah, looter actually got an upgrade off of that. Another mod we have, mod number 265, is it's actually easier for units to upgrade now, which is, I think it's great. I think anything to reduce the grind is just amazing. Question is, what do we want to turn these Britannian units into? Probably skirmishers. They have throwing weapons. Yeah, we're gonna do that. And ooh, they dropped some wrap shoes. That's a pretty big armor upgrade to our boots that we were using. The woodrunners do have throwing weapons, and actually in the armor mod we have, throwing weapons are actually really strong. The reason why is because it nerfs range. Anything that has to do with bows or arrows, or I think crossbows as well, it turns their damage into cutting damage, which is not nearly as good as piercing damage for like piercing armor. Throwing weapons though still have their piercing damage, and I think this is a good balance because throwing weapons don't have that much range. You have to get really close to use them, and yeah, I feel like that's definitely a good change. And yeah, on this day, 3 of the looters joined us, but 1 did not, so it's not like you recruit the entire stack every day. Personally, I am a fan of this feature. Anything to reduce the grind, I am totally down with. And ooh, here's 10 looters. Oh, Samwise gained a level, and by the way, we've gained a lot of levels already. I think we're like level 4. And, whoa, that was quick. We only killed like 3 and then they all ran. Okay. So yeah, we're already up to 52 handers, and this probably would have taken, I don't know, like 30 in-game days of grinding to get up to 52 handers. We don't really get any good upgrades for that right now, but we do get a bonus to athletics, and we don't really care about any of this stuff. Throwing weapons, we're not using throwing weapons or arrows in this playthrough. We do have 25 smithing though, and we'll go for this upgrade so we can turn 2 units of hardwood into 3 charcoal. Whoa, that's actually really good. Ordinarily you only get 1 charcoal, so that's a huge boost. We also have another mod which makes it so whenever we do get a level up, we gain an attribute point, which I think this is really good. We can already boost ourselves to 10 vigor, which is going to make it easier to level up these proficiencies. Ordinarily, you only get 1 attribute point every 3 levels. I'm not sure what their reasoning is behind that. I think it's just like to prolong gameplay. But yeah, we have 4 free focus points left, and since we're using a 2-hander, we're going to put all those focus points into that, and then we're going to start going for polearms. We'll max this out next. Another group of 12 looters, and don't worry guys, I'm not going to be showing much more of this. I just don't want to like skip ahead and not show you guys a bit of the progression, even if this progression is pretty slow and boring. We're about to get out of the looter area very soon once we get that polearm. And yeah, these guys actually had a ton of loot. We might have enough actually at this point. Sell everything that's not the weapons we just picked up. Let's hold on to the green as well. For 473, okay, that was not as much as I thought it was gonna be. Question right now is, do we want to take on these forest bandits? They do cutting damage now, so they're not gonna be doing piercing damage, and they're not gonna be shredding us that hard. Even though I'm pretty confident they could actually just, yep, they're already shooting us from that far. And they hit a shot, so it's not like they're just missing shots. We haven't lost any units, so I'm okay with how this is going so far. And yeah, a horse got hit for 37 cut damage. If that was piercing though, that would have been way more. No, you're not paying attention. Bushwhacker down. And let's go for that forest bandit in the back actually. What are you doing? You're not paying attention. 177 damage to that forest bandit. That's what's up. And wow, our looters are getting shredded. We lost 5 looters and 1 Britannian volunteer. Those are our units we don't care about. We lost our weakest units, and so that's okay. We did not get a whole lot of loot. I mean, it's better than nothing, I guess. The main thing is we got a bunch of upgrades. Britannian volunteer to a woodrunner. Woodrunner up to a skirmisher. That's really good. Looter up to infantryman. And our infantryman up to a trained infantryman. We got 2 of those. So we got 3 tier 3 trained infantrymen now, and 1 Britannian skirmisher, a tier 3 throwing damage user. And yeah, throwing damage users are going to be really strong in this run, I think. We should probably hunt down these forest bandits too. Might as well. They'll probably drop some better loot. That time around, we actually captured one of their units, a bushwhacker, and their loot was, we'll take a scarf. It's lighter than what we're using, so yeah, might as well. And that actually looks cool. I'm liking this scarf hat combo. This is so hobbit wear. Unfortunately, off of that, we did not get any level ups, and we did not get a whole lot of gear. I think what we're gonna do now is we're just gonna expedite the process of getting that polearm, and we're just gonna buy a bunch of hardwood at Sionon, which we can buy it for 11. We're gonna buy all of it. We're gonna be pretty overburdened here, but that's okay. We bought out all their hardwood, and it only started costing 13 at the end. That's so cheap. We're gonna go to the smithy now, and we're gonna refine this hardwood. 3 hardwood and 2 charcoal. Oh, I thought it was 2 hardwood and 3 charcoal, but no. We can do 10 hardwood into 7 charcoal. Is that better than 3 into 2? I think it is actually, just barely. I wonder how much smithing stamina that's gonna cost. And by the way, we're at 400 smithing stamina. That's part of a mod, the smithing mod. Do we get a lot of smithing skill from doing this? That's the question. I don't feel like we do. I feel like we get the same amount for doing this as we do for this and this. That's okay though. We'll just do, yeah, this isn't even taking that much smithing stam. Let's just do all of it though into charcoal. Now we got 67 charcoal, and yeah, let's just smelt down these weapons. If you guys remember, we bought the hardwood for, what was it, like 11 to I think 12 or 13 max, and over at Rote we can sell it for 26, and the charcoal sells for 53 a pop. If we sell all of this, I'm pretty sure, yeah, that's gonna be enough, I think. Yeah, let's just sell all the charcoal. We can turn more hardwood into charcoal later. That's gonna give us 2,700, plus the raw iron here is not bad. We'll sell all of this and the crude iron too, and that's gonna bring us up to 3,300. We do have a bit of money left over, and if you guys remember back at Sionon, Britannian ponies are really cheap. We're gonna buy all of them, I guess. We have 22 now, and we'll buy a sumpter horse too. And holy cow, here's a group of 30 looters. Should we just take these guys? I think we definitely take them. I mean, there is a lot of looters though. 30 looters. I don't really quite understand the magnitude of 30 looters until you see 30 looters. But yeah, shed that polearm here. I can just absolutely shred these guys. That's a triple, I think. And yeah, they're running already. See you in hell! We got 18.3 renown from that. That's quite a lot. And this guy got an upgrade, as well as this woodrunner got an upgrade to his skirmisher. A lot of loot too from these guys. The main thing is the food is gonna be nice to have. It's gonna improve our morale. So I have a bit of bad news. Unfortunately, I looked through all Green's towns and they did not have the polearm that we want. I believe their stocks will replenish in a few days though, and in the meantime, we're just gonna try to make do and probably do a bit more grinding to level up our troops in the next episode. I do realize that we did not get a whole lot accomplished today, but I decided no matter what, I'm gonna try to get daily uploads on a schedule versus trying to get something epic done. And like if there's a day where I just don't get a lot done, then I'm still gonna post a video no matter what. And yeah, I'll probably lose some subs for that, but people were really liking the daily videos. And I feel like I'd rather do a daily video that's like 15 minutes long versus every other day video that's 30 minutes long. It just feels like the daily videos are more relevant to, I guess, what's going on with my playthrough, I guess, and the game in general. Like if an update comes out, I can talk about it on that day versus having to wait an extra day. Before the next episode also, I will try to clean Sam's face up a bit and make him look more like Samwise Gamgee. If you guys have any suggestions on what I should do with his face, then let me know in the comments. And yeah, with that, I want to thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next one.